Welcome to the battlefield of brains, where strategy meets chaos and every move burns with intensity. Watch grandmasters clash, pieces fall, and legends rise. Wesley So begins with c4, pushing the English pawn forward, quietly claiming queenside space, and inviting a flexible strategic battle to unfold. Veselin Topalov replies with f5, boldly grabbing central territory and immediately challenging Wesley So's intention to control the game slowly. Wesley So plays g3, preparing a Kingside fianchetto, signaling long-term pressure rather than early confrontation in the center. Veselin Topalov develops nf6, attacking central squares and matching Wesley So's calm setup with solid classical piece development. Wesley So places bg2 on the long diagonal, activating the bishop to pressure the center and support future queenside operations. Veselin Topalov strikes with di5, forcefully challenging the center and transforming a quiet opening into immediate structural tension. Wesley So responds cxd5, exchanging pawns decisively to open lines and prevent black from establishing a strong central pawn duo. Veselin Topalov recaptures nxd5, centralizing the knight aggressively while keeping material balance and active piece placement. Wesley So develops nc3, attacking the knight on d5 and gaining tempo, while smoothly bringing another piece into play. Veselin Topalov retreats nb6, preserving the knight and accepting slight loss of space to maintain structural solidity. Wesley So continues with nf3, reinforcing central control and completing rapid, harmonious development toward the middle game. Veselin Topalov answers nhx6, strengthening central influence and preparing coordinated pressure on key central squares. Wesley So castles 0-0, securing king's safety early and signaling readiness to escalate tension across the board. Veselin Topalov develops b7, calmly preparing castling and maintaining flexible defensive options without committing prematurely. Wesley So plays d3, stabilizing the center and preparing a future e-file break under controlled circumstances. Veselin Topalov castles 0-0, ensuring king's safety as both sides complete opening development and middle game plans. Wesley So pushes f3, a precise prophylactic move preventing piece intrusion and supporting later queenside expansion. Veselin Topalov develops b6, activating the bishop and directly contesting white's central and diagonal ambitions. Wesley So responds b3, mirroring development and challenging black's bishop, while reinforcing central squares. Veselin Topalov jumps nd5, planting the knight centrally, increasing tension and daring Wesley So to resolve it. Wesley So captures nxd5, choosing clarity by eliminating the centralized knight before it becomes a long-term menace. Veselin Topalov recaptures bxd5, activating the bishop and maintaining material equality with active piece placement. Wesley So plays q4, attacking chicks and pressuring the bishop on d5, forcing black to defend accurately. Veselin Topalov responds re8, reinforcing the f5 pawn and preparing central counterplay under growing pressure. Wesley So develops recon, placing the rook on an open file and increasing pressure against black's queenside. Veselin Topalov plays a6, preventing knight jumps and securing queenside structure against future incursions. Wesley So retreats nd2, calmly repositioning the knight for flexible redeployment without creating weaknesses. Veselin Topalov plays bxc2. The bishop captures white's bishop on g2, deliberately altering structure and imbalance. Wesley So recaptures kxdt2, accepting temporary king exposure to maintain material balance and open dynamic possibilities. Veselin Topalov jumps nd4. A knight thrust into the center, immediately challenging white's coordination and space. Wesley So captures bxd4, eliminating the advanced knight and preventing lasting central domination. Veselin Topalov replies x4, opening the e-file and creating a dangerous central pawn wedge. Wesley So retreats qb3, eyeing b7 and d5 while keeping queenside pressure alive. Veselin Topalov defends with rebate, protecting the b-pawn and preparing counterplay along the queenside. Wesley So strikes with e4, challenging the central pawn structure and accelerating the transition into a sharp middle game. Veselin Topalov responds dxa3, capturing the pawn and creating an advanced passer that complicates white's structure. Wesley So plays fc3, restoring material balance while opening the f-file for potential rook activity. Veselin Topalov slides r5, reinforcing the f-file and preparing defensive coordination against future pressure. Wesley So centralizes n4, placing the knight powerfully to attack key squares and support aggressive plans. Veselin Topalov plays kd7, connecting rooks, defending central weaknesses, and preparing for the coming storm. Wesley So lifts rf3, swinging the rook aggressively toward the kingside, clearly signaling attacking intentions and preparing pressure along the f-file. Veselin Topalov responds rb8, doubling rooks on the d-file, bracing defensively while contesting central control under mounting tension. Wesley So pushes d4, striking the center decisively, opening lines, and accelerating the battle into a sharper, more tactical phase. Veselin Topalov answers checks, reinforcing d5, and building a pawn barrier to slow Wesley So's central momentum. Wesley So plays rcf, doubling rooks on the f-file, steadily tightening pressure against black's kingside defenses. Veselin Topalov centralizes with qd5, blocking files, challenging coordination, and attempting to neutralize white's growing initiative. Wesley So retreats qc2, calmly maintaining pressure while sidestepping exchanges and preserving attacking flexibility. Veselin Topalov plays g6, strengthening dark squares and preparing defensive bishop support near the king. Wesley So launches g4, grabbing space aggressively, signaling a direct kingside assault and refusing to slow down. Veselin Topalov responds rd8, reinforcing the e-file and preparing pieces to withstand the impending attack. Wesley So adds h3, supporting the g-pawn advance and preventing annoying piece checks on g4. Veselin Topalov retreats bd8, reorganizing defensively, sensing danger and consolidating vulnerable squares. Wesley So repositions nc3, improving coordination and preparing knights for central or queenside domination. Veselin Topalov shifts q6, stepping out of pressure while keeping an eye on central pawn breaks. Wesley So jumps now 4, eyeing b6 and c5, probing weaknesses along black's queenside structure. Veselin Topalov plays b6, shutting down knight entry points and stabilizing the queenside under pressure. Wesley So activates Archon, reinforcing central files and preparing deeper infiltration with heavy pieces. Veselin Topalov strikes c5, challenging the center and seeking counterplay before being completely squeezed. Wesley So captures dxe at c5, opening lines and creating dangerous central tension, favoring white's activity. Veselin Topalov responds b5, undermining white's center and keeping material balance with dynamic resistance. Wesley So retreats nc3, consolidating the position while maintaining long-term pressure and flexibility. Veselin Topalov centralizes kitsini, targeting e4 and coordinating pieces to resist white's advance. Wesley So plays qd2, defending calmly and aligning rooks and queen for coordinated pressure. Veselin Topalov lifts re5, activating the rook aggressively to challenge central pawns and disrupt white's flow. Wesley So pushes b4, expanding on the queen side, gaining space and restricting black's active pieces. Veselin Topalov develops bg5, activating the bishop to attack e3 and create tactical threats. Wesley So retreats Ardon, reinforcing the d-file and calmly neutralizing black's active intentions. Veselin Topalov captures bxe3. The bishop takes the pawn on e3, opening lines and injecting fresh complications. Wesley So counters with q7, attacking decisively, coordinating threats and seizing full control of the position. Veselin Topalov retreats co8, the queen escaping pressure as black's position grows increasingly cramped. Wesley So jumps in d5, a dominant knight leap, crushing central resistance and threatening decisive breakthroughs. Veselin Topalov repositions bg5, retreating defensively as attacking chances rapidly fade. Wesley So advances chix, a powerful passed pawn surging forward, tearing open black's remaining defenses. Veselin Topalov plays bh4, seeking counterplay and tactical tricks in an increasingly desperate position. Wesley So calmly places rd2, improving coordination and shutting down black's last active ideas. Veselin Topalov strikes Reone, a final rook invasion attempt, hoping for tactical salvation. Wesley So answers rctu, coolly blocking the invasion and maintaining absolute control. Veselin Topalov steps kg7, sidestepping threats but remaining under relentless pressure. Wesley So jumps nb6, a crushing knight maneuver, dominating key squares and sealing black's fate. Veselin Topalov retreats cakebait, fully defensive as options disappear and the position collapses. Wesley So delivers qd4 eti, a final authoritative check, forcing resignation as Veselin Topalov's defenses completely crumble. I'll end the video here. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep finding the best and newest videos to share with you. Thank you so much, and I wish you all happiness and good health.